Welcome back, everyone, and listen to this, because today's topic is guaranteed to get people talking. LeBron fans are truly something else. Seriously, I have to say it right from the beginning, they're on another level. If you ask many of LeBron's biggest supporters, they'll tell you he's the greatest thing to ever happen to basketball and that there's nothing on an NBA court he wasn't the best at. According to them, he's the greatest scorer ever, the greatest passer ever, the greatest defender ever. They'll put him at the top of every single category. But hold up, that's a huge stretch and it doesn't line up with reality. One thing this fan base pushed hard about a year ago was trying to pick apart Michael Jordan's Defensive Player of the Year award. The goal was pretty obvious. They wanted to downplay Jordan's accomplishment because LeBron never won the award himself. The argument basically became, LeBron didn't win it, so Jordan's Defensive Player of the Year must not have been legitimate. Man, that's exactly why so many people call LeBron fans one of the most overprotective fan bases in sports. What's interesting though, is that LeBron himself has publicly said he believes the year Marc Gasol won Defensive Player of the Year was the season he should have taken home the trophy. Now, here's where things get even more interesting, because Tony Allen, the same defender Kobe Bryant once called the toughest defensive player he ever faced, decided to weigh in. And let's be real, if Kobe Bryant says you're the best defender he ever played against, that's an endorsement that carries serious weight. That kind of praise tells you exactly how respected Tony Allen was around the league. So when Tony Allen finally shared his opinion on the subject, people immediately started paying attention. His comments spread everywhere online. And you won't believe this, once LeBron fans heard what he had to say, social media absolutely exploded with reactions. Tony Allen didn't hold back for a second. He basically argued that LeBron was never viewed around the league as an all-time elite defender. The clip I'm about to show you ended up pulling in around 8 million views, proving just how much attention his comments received. But before we roll the footage, let me read the description that accompanied the video. It says, Tony Allen calls out LeBron James, claiming opposing players hunted him on defense and arguing that his most memorable defensive moment was the famous chase down block. Now take a look at the clip and decide for yourself.
Oh,
LeBron at number 22. No D boys.
Let me just speak on that. Like, Bron, stop it, bro. You ain't never had to check nobody, bro. Everybody had to check Bron. His biggest defensive plays are the chase down blocks. You get what I'm saying? That's his biggest thing, the chase down block. But he was saying something like he could have got Marc Gasol award.
He said that is his award. That's his award. He said Marc Gasol got my deep boy.
Cool. So let me pull a sheet up on something. Bro, every time Marc got the award, when Marc got that award, everybody that summer or everybody was asking me why I ain't get the award, why I ain't get the award. Man, I didn't think not one time LeBron deserved that. If Marc didn't get it, I should have got it.
We with you.
That's how I feel.
I ride with you on that.
And to see that he's saying for his legacy, he should have got that award. I'm saying to myself, bro, every game you came in, you was the 100. You was the guy.
You was a traffic cone.
And all you did was a couple chase down blocks a game. Name somebody that he had to lock up and get the win.
Hey,
you can't even think about that because it was always somebody trying to stop him. He ain't had time to be stopping nobody. That's what confused me about that.
I think a player with LeBron's ability, the athleticism, again, a freak we'd never seen before. I think 6 all defensive selections is so underwhelming.
It's so hyped
his
up.
Career. It's so underwhelming
because of them
he
chase
should
down
have
blocks.
12 of them if he really cared about that game.
In the shit.
If he was engaged in defense,
You don't think he should have been number 22?
I just think when I watch him, bro. When I was watching him, I've seen him. He came in year before me.
Yeah.
I always saw chase down blocks. I ain't see no fighting over
clamping
getting
shit.
it like.
Yeah.
I just didn't see that. I always saw him in the air.
He
was in the air, and that's no knock to him. I ain't hating on this. I can't call him king. That's LeBron.
People are saying he locked up your boy Paul Pierce.
He locked up Paul Pierce.
That's what the streets are saying. He locked up Paul Pierce at one time in the playoffs.
Man, what you talking about? We made him go to. Listen, bro. We made that man go to
Miami. They made him quit.
The season started. He ain't shake our hand that game. Look it up. He ain't shake nobody in.
He ain't shake nobody in.
He ain't shake nobody in. He dipped.
He dipped.
He dipped, and that showed me he's real emotional about this game, and he care a lot about these stats. He care a lot about all this stuff because You know damn well you weren't trying to lock nobody up. He just putting the narrative out there, but I disagree with that one.
Hey, well, there you go, LeBron. That's for you.
Yeah,
But it ain't hating though. This is a discussion.
He don't like Memphis here, so everything you saying is music to our ears.
He is. Oh, you heard him on the golf course last time.
Exactly.
Tell me, y'all heard him on the golf course last time.
Heard him on the damn golf
We got that
He won LeBron.
Yeah,
He won LeBron that day. He was his homeboy, his posse that day.
He said LeBron. He called that man LeBron.
Called him LeBron.
And then he got on the golf course with old J.R. Smith. Them they cursing up a storm.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Come on, man.
Hey.
He hear me. He hears in Memphis. Don't worry about it. But
he
you ain't no defense, man. Because you was a GOAT in basketball or something else, not defense.
Now hurry up and make your decision.
Please.
Yeah, please.
Holding everybody up.
Number 23,
Number
baby.
23.
Who we got?
But before I give you my thoughts, listen to this, because I came across a discussion today on player's choice that completely caught my attention. The entire panel was involved, and while I don't know everyone's name, there are definitely a few personalities on that show I enjoy watching. The person I probably like the most is usually the moderator. He's the one sitting in the top left corner of the screen, depending on how you're viewing it, wearing the white shirt with the red accessory, and I think he even has a hat on in this clip. He's always seemed pretty level-headed to me, and honestly, I think he does a solid job running the conversation. I also like the guy sitting next to Chilltown. I believe he's the one wearing glasses. Really, I don't have any issues with anyone on the panel, but those are the two who usually stand out to me. Anyway, the debate eventually shifted to this topic. Then hold up. One of the panelists made a statement that instantly changed the entire conversation. He boldly claimed that throughout his career, LeBron James was widely viewed as the best two-way player in the NBA. The second those words came out, the rest of the panel completely lost it, and you could immediately tell they weren't buying the argument. So let's watch the clip together, because you won't believe how quickly that debate went off the rails.
I mean, just because your best asset is defense don't mean you were the better defender, though.
No, but Tony Allen was known as like maybe the best like guard that we had in the sport.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, Chill, you are the epitome of integrity. Chill, I've never accused you of this ever in my life. Are you clip farming?
I am not clip farming. No. And the reason why I'm not clip farming is because I am being honest with myself. You guys are sitting up here talking to me like y'all wasn't around during this time when James was considered the best offensive and defensive player in the game.
He was never considered that.
100% going on. He was in the conversation as
never
the best
was.
offensive player and defensive player in the game.
Nobody ever said that.
He's the best two-way player. If you're including both of them,
That was going on when I was the best offensive and the best defensive player in the game.
Okay, so the best two-way player.
So
These are the same LeBron fans I'm talking about. And man, the way they defend every single argument is unbelievable. Seriously, they'll argue just about anything without hesitation. Now let's circle back to what Tony Allen actually said. The funny part is, Tony Allen wasn't revealing some shocking secret. The only people acting like this was brand new information are probably fans who started following the NBA around 2010. And even if that's when you became a basketball fan, I still don't understand why his comments are being treated like they're controversial. LeBron James was never widely viewed as one of the league's all-time elite defenders. Even the media, which has praised LeBron plenty over the years, understood that reality. That simply wasn't the reputation he carried. Not at any point. When he got to Miami, his defensive effort definitely improved. But even during those Heat years, very few people were calling him the premier perimeter defender in basketball. Nobody seriously viewed him that way. So if his defense was supposedly on another level, then explain why he struggled to slow down Jason Terry and the Mavericks during the NBA Finals. Why? Think about that for a second. Seriously, ask yourself. That elite defensive label just never followed him. Now, that's not me saying LeBron was a bad defender. Far from it. When he locked in, he could absolutely make an impact. I believe he finished with 5 first-team all-defensive selections and 6 total all-defensive honors, although I could be off by 1. But when you spend more than 2 decades in the league and end up with only 6 all-defensive selections, that's worth mentioning. Now let's get to the bigger debate they're having about the greatest two-way player. Everyone on that panel gave their own opinions. Some picked Hakeem Olajuwon, while others brought up names like Bill Russell. As for me, my choice has always been Michael Jordan. To me, he perfectly defines what a true two-way superstar looks like. If you're leading the league in scoring while consistently earning first-team all-defensive honors, that's the complete package. Or flip it around, if you're making all-defensive first teams while dominating the league as its scoring leader, that's exactly what being an elite two-way player means. I honestly don't know what other standard people are trying to use. When your sum includes 10 scoring titles, 9 first-team all-defensive selections, and a Defensive Player of the Year award, you've earned that title. That doesn't automatically make you the greatest pure defender ever. It makes you the greatest two-way player because you're giving your team elite scoring and elite defense year after year without sacrificing either side of the floor. That's the definition of complete basketball. That's why, in my opinion, Michael Jordan still owns that conversation. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more NBA breakdowns and debates.